Simple equations. What are they and where do we use them? So to understand them, let us look at an example from our day-to-day life. Let's say that this is your elder brother and your elder brother had some number of toffees and you also had some number of toffees. Okay. Now let's say that your elder brother had some number of toffees and he gave 2 toffees to you. Like initially you didn't have any toffee, but since you also wanted them, so your elder brother gave you 2 toffees. Right? And now what we see that he has 6 toffees. So presently he has 6 toffees and presently you have 2 toffees. Now, if I ask you that how many toffees your elder brother had earlier before giving it to you. Now, it is a pretty simple question, or it is a very simple problem, and you can solve it very easily. You might say that, okay, that's pretty easy. He must have had 8. 2 he had given it to me, and so now he has 6. Now this sounds simple, but for a lot of cases where we deal with bigger numbers, where we deal with more complicated situations, things are not that simple. So in this case, I'll tell you what is the right approach to find the result. So let us assume that your elder brother earlier had X number of chocolates or X number of toffees. Now he gave 2 out of them to you. So that means he lost 2 toffees because he gave those 2 toffees to you. So how many he should have now? He should have X minus 2. So how many actually he has now? He has 6. So basically this is a relationship which will give you, that is the value of X will actually give you the number of chocolates that your elder brother had. And this equation is a simple equation. X minus 2 is equal to 6. This is a simple equation. So now what do we understand by an equation? So let's start from the very basics. So equation is a statement of equality. Equation. So the first part of the term itself calls equate. That means something which equalize 2 things. So it is a statement of equality between 2 mathematical expressions containing 1 or more variables. So I am sure all of you understand what are mathematical expressions. Many times children get confused between expressions and equations. So let us very neatly distinguish the two. Now when we talk about a mathematical expression, so expression is all about a phrase with numbers, variables and operators. So you will have constants, you will have variables, you will also have operators like plus, minus, divide, multiply. So you will have all these operators, but you will not have an equality sign. So you are basically not equating anything in an expression. So examples of expression would be 3x plus 4. This is an expression. Y plus 50 is also an expression. 20b, this is an expression. You have constants, variables. 30 divided by a plus b. So this is also an expression. So these are all examples of expression. So in an expression, you really do not have an equality sign. So there is no equality sign involved in an expression. But when we talk about an equation, equation definitely has an equality sign because it is a statement of equality between 2 expressions. So something of this sort, 3x plus 4, the same expression, when it gets equated to something else, then it is called an equation. So now 3x plus 4 is, this part is still an expression, but overall this entire thing is an equation. Similarly, 30 divided by a plus b is equal to 12. This thing overall is an equation. 20b is equal to y plus 50. So you see in the previous example we saw this is an expression, this is an expression, but when we equate the two of them with an equality sign, it becomes an equation. And in any equation, do you know what is the purpose of this equality sign? This equality sign tells us that whatever we have on the left hand side is equal to whatever we have on the right hand side. So basically this tells us that LHS has to be equal to RHS. Now that means, for example here, the value of x should be such that 3 into x plus 4 should be equal to 0. So this is a mandatory criteria that anything on left hand side has to be equal to anything on right hand side. Before we talk more about equation, let us have a quick recap on constants and variables. I'm sure that you all know what are they, but still we will have a quick recap. So constants are those values which have a fixed value of their own. So these are basically the numbers. So for example, you talk about numbers like 5, 50, 162, 3542. Now each of these are numbers, and when you say numbers, they always have their own value. If I say 5, if I say 5 rupees, 5 rupees means 5 rupees. 5 can never become equal to 10. 5 can never become equal to 1 by 5, or 5 can never become equal to minus 5. So all of these are constants, whether you talk about fractions, or you talk about the negative numbers, or you talk about the decimal numbers. These are all examples of constants. So constants means they will always have the same value. That is why they have a fixed value. When you talk about variables, they have changing values. Now they can take different values. Let me give you an example. Now let us talk about any numbers, not number, because numbers always have fixed values. Let's talk about a variable x. Now generally these variables are denoted by alphabets like x, y, z, a, b, c, p, q, r, m, n, etc. So they are always denoted by alphabets, and these alphabets, they can take different values depending upon the situation. So variables are like that. Depending upon the situations, their values changes. Let me give you an example of a variable. Let's talk about x. Now, what is the value of x? Because x as such is an alphabet. So x, when I say value of x, it has to be some number. So can you say that the value of x is always 1? You can't say that. Let me give you examples. Let us take examples of different equations with x. Let's say we have one equation, x minus 2 is equal to 6. Let's say we have another equation, 12 minus x is equal to 6. Let's say we have yet another equation, 3x is equal to 12. Now, when you find out the value of x in this equation, now finding value of x means you have to put such a value of x so that this relationship should hold true. That means x minus 2 should be equal to 6. So in this case, you find that the value of x is 8. So if you put 8 instead of x, 8 minus 2 is 6. So here in this equation, x is equal to 8. Similarly, when you find the value of x in this equation, you see that the value of x here is 6. When you put x is equal to 6, 12 minus 6 is 6. In the third equation, the value of x is 4. When you put x is equal to 4, 3 into 4 is 12. So x is equal to 4. So what is happening? You see that the same variable x is taking different values, 8, 6 and 4 in different equations. Similarly, the values of that x is acquiring is different depending upon the situation. So x is a variable. So these are variables.